Hello everyone and welcome back to Chico Table Tennis. First ever table tennis lesson. I would like to have a pleasure to ask Mrs. John to come to the camera, please. So we are going to do the very first table tennis lesson from Mrs. John. So it's not easy, so start is always hard, but I'm sure she's going to do a great job. This is not only a YouTube video, this is really an actual table tennis lesson. You know, table tennis is pretty good to improve your life, improve your lifestyle. Specialists are recommending a lot table tennis for everyone, not only to improve their physical condition, but for their brain conditioning as well. So I'm wearing a very important shirt today, which is the Table Tennis for Life, from two great students, Arav and Tanvi, which are located in California. They have a great program for people with Parkinson and Alzheimer. They are trying to improve their community life quality. So we are going to start the lesson, of course, teaching Mrs. John the grip of the table tennis. And of course, I'm gonna teach you the shake hand grip, which is the most common grip we have nowadays. So shake hand grip is nothing less than a shake hand. So you're gonna get the handle as you're doing a shake hand. By the way, nice to meet you, Mrs. John.
Here.
So thank you so much for coming. So now we're gonna do the same with the paddle. Nice to meet you, my name is Paddle. So, and you already having a shake hand grip, okay? The only thing we're going to complement is putting the index finger on the paddle over here. Yeah, and this is the only thing we add on the shake hand to start playing table tennis. Both fingers are pointing the same direction, which is very important, okay? You can see the grip here. So, and then we are going to start having the very first table tennis lesson. Let's go. What I'm going to do is just one evaluation right now about what kind of skills, what is the level of skills she has. And then we're gonna do some exercise to improve and teach her how to play table tennis. So let's go. So the backhand is gonna be the first stroke we are going to work. But before I start working on the backhand, I'm gonna test the hand-eye coordination of Mrs. John. So what we are going to do is make some exercises, very simple exercise to test how is the hand-eye coordination. So Mrs. John, I would like to ask you to get one ball of this, and I want you to pick the ball and put the ball in the center of your paddle. And try to not drop the paddle anywhere. That looks pretty good, the hand-eye coordination is pretty good. Let's make the same with the backhand stroke. So take the ball, I'm gonna flip the paddle, I'm gonna put it in the center of the paddle, and try to not move the ball again. That's really good, so the hand-eye coordination is pretty good. Now we're gonna start bouncing the ball. So let's go back to the forehand stroke, and we are going to start to bounce at least 5 times in a row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's it.
Wait. Wait, do it again.
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm gonna replace the paddle because I think this paddle is not the best for her, and then we're gonna continue the lesson. So I just switched the paddle because the paddle she was playing, it was too fast. This one has much more control, which is the most important thing to start playing table tennis. So let's go. Okay, much better. So this is the stroke, so the hand-eye coordination is good enough to start playing table tennis. So I'm gonna start doing some drills, and also later I'm gonna recommend her to do some exercises to improve the hand-eye coordination. Let's go. What we are going to do is just bounce the ball once on the table and once in the paddle. So like this. And that's it. That's pretty good. Bounce. Cool. Now we're gonna do 2 bounces on the paddle and 1 bounce on the table. 1, 2, let it bounce. Good. 1, 2, 3, let it bounce on the table, and then you catch. 1, 2, 3, bounce. Good. A little bit different hand-eye coordination once more. Now you're gonna dribble the ball on the table. Let's see. Just this. Very good, good job. What I'm going to ask you from now on is avoid to snap the wrist like this way. If the wrist is straight, you're gonna be much better to control the ball. Much better, much more control. That's good. So when you start to learn table tennis, avoid using the wrist. You can use the elbow, the rest of your body, but avoid using the wrist. Our hand-eye coordination is pretty great. So what we are going to do is a multi-ball training, which is going to be the easiest to teach the table tennis for the very first time. So after testing the hand-eye coordination, what we are going to do is start doing some multi-ball training. So I'm going to feed some balls to start playing with the backhand stroke, which is easiest one to start playing table tennis. If you never played table tennis before, the backhand is the easiest one to start playing. That's because the ball is coming towards your body. So the thing you're going to have to do is just put the paddle in front of your stomach and keep the paddle over there, and I'm going to feed balls to her to return the ball towards the table. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to put a target for her to make it easy, and this is the point you would like to hit the ball. You ready? Mm-hmm. Let's go. Good, that's okay. Good, very good. Very good.
I hit it.
Very good, good job.
Nah.
Good. Okay, once more. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. I need you to widen your stance a little bit more. Try to keep the ready stance as best as you can. Good. And let's try to do a little bit longer drills right now. Mm-hmm. Let's go. Keep going. Focus on the ball. Good. No rush. Yeah. No rush. Let it rise.
I'm not getting the target though.
She's doing a great job so far. The hand-eye coordination is pretty good, and she's returning the ball very well on the table. What I'm going to do now is start adjusting her body position to provide more balance and also to improve the technique. So she's playing with the arms something like this, which doesn't provide for you much balance. So your ready stance is pretty good. You're keeping the ready stance in pretty good shape. This is really great. Mm-hmm. But your arm is like a loose like this, which doesn't provide much balance. What we are going to do is bring the arm on the same level as your paddle. And we are going to equalize and counterbalance the paddle. So the right arm, she's righty. We're gonna counterbalance the left arm and provide you much better balance. So this is what I'm gonna ask you to do now. So ready stance, always. Okay. Paddle in front of your stomach and counterbalance your body with the left arm. Okay. So let's go. Very good. Good.
I'm so excited I can hit it.
That's pretty good. It's really pretty good for the very first time. It's a great job. Okay, one more adjustment. So we did the ready stance. We did the left arm to counterbalance the paddle. Now we're gonna do a little bit forward. We're gonna do adjustment on your feet and ask her to start doing a little swing. So the idea now is having the same position, just putting the left foot a little closer to the table, the right foot a little further, and we're gonna start doing the backhand swing. Right to left, doing a swing, which is a table tennis technique for the backhand stroke, also the forehand. You always shift your weight from right to the left. Okay, now we're gonna move on for the next level. So widen your stance again, okay, and paddle in front of your stomach, left arm to counterbalance. Now you're gonna just move the left foot closer to the table. Good, and keep the stance always wide. It's not the arm hitting the ball anymore. The arm is not going to move by itself. What we are going to move is the whole body making a swing. Right, put your weight on your right, and now you shift your weight to the left. Right, left, trying to keep the paddle in very good angle. And that's the body swing now. Can you do a little bit of the shadow training again? Good. Very good. Right, left. So how do you feel about your hips and your knees? Is everything okay? Is everything
it feels fine, but I don't, just see if I can do it.
Okay, so we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna start feeding balls again, and I'm gonna introduce the body swing as well. Shifting the weight right to the left. Let's go. Very good.
Wait.
Very good. She's doing a great job with the swing, even returning the ball towards the table. For multi-ball training for the very first time, this is very impressive. This is very amazing. So what we're going to do now is start doing the backhand rally. And remember, we're just teaching the basic backhand stroke. That's okay, no rush.
On my finger.
Yep.
Oh, sorry,
Okay.
I was looking at the paddle.
That's fine. "20 times in a row is the goal. If you reach 20, what I'm going to do is accelerate a little bit the ball. It's getting better.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ah!
So what is the hardest thing you're facing right now? What is it struggling?
I'm not sure I don't know if I'm doing this right.
So you are concerned about your motion?
Yeah.
Okay, she's very concerned about the motion and she's not being very focused on the ball, which is the most important.
I like this.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Very good job. Well, she accomplished the goal. It's 20 shots in a row. She did it. So the thing is, I did simplify a little bit the drill. She was so concerned about the legs, about the body, counterbalance, paddle angle, and everything else. She was forgetting to watch the ball and keep the eye on the ball. So when I simplified, she did the goal, and that's the most important when you're doing the rally. Techniques we do in multi-ball training. On the rally, you have to play the ball on the table and very focused on the ball. So we are going to move on and do a little bit harder training now. Let's see how far can I go on the very first lesson. No more like this. You're gonna play totally straight now, facing your target. That's what I'm gonna do. And now, because I'm going to have to adapt the practice for you, and also because you have the limitations on your hips and knees, I'm not going to ask you to shuffle as we do on table tennis. So rather than do a regular table tennis shuffle, she's going to just move one foot at a time. And the left foot is going to be stationary, and she's going to move only the right foot. What we are going to do is something like this. Ready stance, body in position, paddle in position. And after hitting the first shot, you're gonna move only the right foot towards the right, and you're gonna hit the second ball. Move back, foot moves in, moves out. Deal? Okay, let's go. Very good. So the footwork adaptation worked pretty well. You can see in the video she was doing a great job moving right and left, hit the ball and move, hit the ball and move. That was really great. The objective of the exercise is make her not moving the arm, keep the paddle in front of the body, just moving the leg to position the body. So hit one ball, the paddle remains in front of you, and then you move one foot, hit the ball again, move once again, but the paddle always remain in front of you. That was the idea. It's one adaptation of the regular footwork of the table tennis. So how are you feeling so far?
It's a lot of fun.
Okay.
I like it. Feels good.
So are you surprised at how much are
Yes.
you doing? How good are you doing?
I can't believe it.
Okay, for the very first time, she's doing really a great job. So you can do too. So it doesn't matter how old you are, if you are 6 or 90 years old, everyone is able to learn table tennis. Remember, it's a brain sport. It's very important to keep your brain in good shape, but it also provides you a great exercise. So even having some limitations of your hips or your knees, so you're doing a great job. So
Thanks.
it's very fun, and you are also improving something on your body and also in your brain. So we are going to do now is move for one last exercise. So now we're gonna make the opponent moves a little bit, and then in this case, the opponent is me. Let's see how it goes. So
I
as
have a question.
okay,
When you start out to play, do you start out in the middle? Or do you start on one side always?
that was a great question, and I'm gonna take a chance to explain to everyone. When you play table tennis, if you're righty, you're gonna be on the left side of the table, which is your backhand corner. So we used to divide the table in 3 parts. 1/3 of the table for your backhand side, and 2/3 of the table for your forehand side. We do that because the range of motion you have here is just able to cover the backhand. And from this point on, which is my elbow, I have to make a transition for my forehand side, and I'm able to reach the corner. From this position, I should be able to cover the left side of the table, which is my backhand side, and also with a little leaning, I can reach the forehand side too. So responding Mrs. John's question is, the backhand side is the position of your body, not the center as most of the ping pong players do. And this is very good for the forehand, but this was very bad for the backhand. I cannot reach the ball. Let's go. Oh!
Sorry.
That's okay. That's how it should be. So she did a great job doing the backhand, doing the great swing, but also playing the ball in 2 different spots. Make your opponent move in order to make the point. That's the goal. It was great. It was a good
that was
job.
fun.
Really good job.
I liked it.
It was a really good job. Playing for the very first time table tennis, it was amazing lesson. So Mr. John, how do you feel about your first table tennis lesson ever?
I totally enjoyed it. I can't wait to get the next lesson.
Okay, so in the next lesson, we're gonna do the forehand stroke. I hope you guys follow us and hit the like button, subscribe, because we are going to start a new journey with Mrs. John from now on. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next lesson.
Yes.